OpenClaw 5.7 just dropped, and the community reaction has entirely split the ecosystem. Half the users are saying this is the best update yet, and the other half are packing up and abandoning the platform entirely. This is the reality of building with AI agents right now. Every platform is moving incredibly fast, breaking things daily and treating true stability as an afterthought. But if you run client-facing agents on Discord, Telegram, or WhatsApp, treating stability as an afterthought isn't an option. When your bot breaks in front of a customer, it immediately damages your reputation and costs you money. This chart shows exactly what that frustration looks like in the market. OpenClaw's usage trajectory has completely plateaued, while their main competitor, Hermes, is taking off, which leaves you, the operator, with a tough choice. When the tools you rely on constantly break, do you chase the newest patch, migrate to a competitor, or hold tight to your current setup? Reactive decision-making in this volatile environment is a far greater liability than any single buggy update. The creator of OpenClaw described the 5.7 release as a collection of useful, boring fixes. In an industry obsessed with shipping flashy new capabilities every week, dedicating an entire update to basic operational repair is a massive shift in priorities. But patching old bugs introduces regression risk. That is the constant threat that fixing a broken setting today will accidentally destroy a completely different feature that was working perfectly yesterday. Surviving this landscape means you have to stop grading AI tools by counting their features and start evaluating them on their risk profile and operational maturity. OpenClaw's biggest advantage is its massive surface area. It connects directly to WhatsApp, Discord, Telegram, Slack, and Google Meet. With 5.7, they tightened security across those channels. They patched a flaw in Telegram and Discord where random users could bypass access groups and trigger owner-level commands to change how your agent behaves. They also fixed formatting errors in WhatsApp. Before this update, agents would frequently send completely blank messages to newer contacts, or drop images entirely when replying. And in Discord Voice, they extended the silence detection delay to 2.5 seconds, stopping the bot from jumping in and interrupting users who simply pause to take a breath. Looking at this diagram, you can see the trade-off. Maximum surface area means constantly dealing with specific bugs. Managing an agent across 3 apps means monitoring 3 environments. Fix a bug on WhatsApp, and a new issue instantly pops up on Discord. Pushing your agent to every possible messaging app gives you maximum customer reach, but it guarantees maximum maintenance liability for you. This maintenance burden is exactly why operators are looking closely at Hermes right now. Instead of shipping daily, volatile patches, Hermes limits their updates to about once a week. They move slower to maintain a higher baseline of stability. They even built a dedicated migration tool to actively pull frustrated operators over from the OpenClaw ecosystem. If you make the switch, you get immediate relief, but you forfeit OpenClaw's massive open-source developer community and their list of broad channel integrations. And the reality of software development is ruthless. As Hermes expands its feature set and scales its user base, it will hit its own rough season of severe bugs. Using a migration tool to jump ship gives you a breather, but it is only a temporary pause from the growing pains that affect the entire AI agent industry. Which brings us to the actual daily reality of running these systems in production. Forget the marketing. AI agents are not a plug-and-play technology. Keeping them online requires manual labor, executing database backups, rolling back failed updates, and constantly scanning developer discords to figure out why a scheduled task just failed. This chart breaks down the proposition. You balance the business value your bot provides against the maintenance effort to keep it functional. Right now, running an agent maps squarely into the upper right quadrant. The output is highly valuable, but manual effort is exceptionally high. Your capacity to map out your next move using the hold or fold decision tree. It starts with, is your setup working? If live agents handle messages successfully, stop. Do not update. If your setup is broken and you need fixes, follow the bottom path. Open your terminal and run OpenClaw Backup Create. Then, physically write down the exact version number of your last stable build, so you know precisely where to roll back if the system crashes. Finally, enforce a strict 48-hour waiting period. Watch the developer Discord and monitor X to see if the community reports major outages before you actually pull the trigger. As a business owner, your only real metrics are uptime and client trust. There is zero reward for simply running the highest version number on a server. For developers or tinkerers getting into this space, the winning strategy is different. Pick one tool, either OpenClaw or Hermes, and master it deeply. Do not jump ship every time a patch fails. Committing to an imperfect tool creates friction, but navigating that friction forces you to piece together a deep, foundational understanding of how these systems actually tick. You learn to configure memory structures, automate custom workflows, and repair broken API integrations. These are skills that compound over time. Operators who build resilient systems while the technology is still messy will be years ahead of the crowd when these